Hello there, Sagittarius and Sagittarius Rising. This is going to be your July 2015 forecast video for the month of July. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is put 2 cards here for the first quarter, 2 cards here for the second quarter, 2 cards here for the third quarter, and 2 cards here for the fourth quarter for you. And we're going to really see what wants to come out of the cards in terms of this and what is really going to happen in terms of your month, and we're just going to see what wants to go on. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is start cutting out these cards, and I'm seeing this card, wow, it actually wants to come out face first. So that's actually a very, very important card, I really feel like, and it's actually going to go into this position. So hey there. Anyways, I'm going to keep on going on around here, and we're going to, well, there we go. Alrighty, so we've got this card kind of wanting to go right next to this. We've got, let's see, we've got these 2 cards kind of wanting to go here, and we got these 3 cards really feeling quite comfortable sitting just like that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is see what the partner card over here wants to be for below her, and I'm kind of, I don't really know about that card. Let's see. That card, okay. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to start by just starting it off from the top, okay? So the first card here is the 2 of Wands, okay? Now this is a very, very important card because it talks about, in terms of your month, Sagittarius, there's going to be a lot of choices that are going to need to be made. There's going to be a lot of things that need to be said, a lot of things that need to be done, but things could go one way or another for you. I really see you kind of having 2 options this month. You know, you could, and I really see either one of them is actually quite good is what's coming to me. But in terms of this 2 of Wands, understand that in terms of this month, you could really make this month be different. I'm seeing this as being a situation where there's going to be 2 paths for you to go, but what you also really want to do is just realize that you don't have to really stick to one. I see you being able to kind of go from one to the other very, very easily in terms of this month, and you're not going to be able to really have to worry so much in terms of where you're going and what you're doing, because both of these paths lead towards the same thing for you. That is what I'm seeing. So what you really need to realize is that you can really go both ways. I see you could switch between the 2, and I see you being able to really make a lot of progress in terms of your month via just being able just to go down the path and just kind of just going and doing whatever you'd like to do. So realize that whenever you kind of see 2 roads this month, realize that whenever you go down one road, you can go back to the other road. Whenever you go down the other road, you can go back to the other road. There isn't really any worry in terms of this month. All you've really got to do is just kind of relax and kind of just go with the flow. That is what I see here. But there are going to be choices that are going to need to be made, and you're going to need to choose kind of what's the best for you and what makes you the most happiest. But that should be on your mind this month, Sagittarius, is what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, and what makes you feel the feelings that you really need to feel, okay? That is what I see in terms of the first quarter of the month, but I see this as kind of going for the rest of the month as well, that you may really, really need to realize that there's going to be a lot of choices that need to be made, and you need to kind of make the right ones for you, okay, Sagittarius? Now, what is the next card here? Now, this is also the 2 of Swords, so we've got 2 2s, okay? Now this is a very, very important thing, because the 2 of Swords is talking about you maybe not really realizing that you can go both ways, that you can make choices this month and feel confident in them, that you can actually understand that, you know, you don't really have to absolutely, no, well, actually I don't want to say that, but it feels a little bit like, you can really do these types of decisions and these types of things without really worrying so much about the outcome. There we go. I really see you being able to kind of go one way and go the other, and some people may be feeling like, oh no, but if I go that way, there ain't no going back. No, Sagittarius, you can go back on it, but what you need to do is just make the choice. That's the important thing. The important thing is going through with it, and the important thing is actually doing the things that need to be done. That is what you need to do, because there might be some hesitation from some of you Sagittarius this month and actually making just choices because you're worried about what these choices are going to do for you and how they're going to affect your month. But these cards, especially going right next to each other, is saying that that's just blindness. You don't really realize that if you just make the choices, there's always ways to go back on it. There's always ways to kind of change things, to have things keep going in the way that you want to. All those different things are going to come for you. The only thing you need to do is just make the choices and just have fun with it and make sure you're living a life that's very fulfilled. That's what you need to do. Okay, Sagittarius? I really, really see these cards as being very close in tandem, as really you have both of the paths right there in your hand, okay? You know, he's just kind of holding the swords, but I see you being able to kind of fiddle with it and really be able to go down whatever path you'd like this month. I see 2. So whenever you kind of see 2 ways, realize you can go either way, but you also need to kind of realize that you could go this way or that way or this way too, okay? Now the next card here is the World, okay? Now this World is reversed, which which is actually quite hilarious because this is something that's a really big deal for you. It's something that may actually turn your world upside down on its head, okay? Now this is an important thing because the World card reverse does not necessarily mean a bad thing at all. I really see this as meaning a whole lot of life-changing decisions. But the funny thing is, like I said about these decisions before, you can make these decisions and have life-changing effects without actually really changing anything. You can really go down these paths, Sagittarius, and do really big things while still feeling safe and comfortable right there inside of your own home. That is what I see. It's kind of like you being able to really kind of be safe. You know, you can kind of fiddle with things and you don't have to worry about going too far because honest to goodness, you can keep changing it and you can keep doing things. This World card being upside down is so cute because what it's really talking about is that you can really make life-changing decisions this month for you, Sagittarius, while still having control the entire way and being able to kind of renege on it, you know, or you know, you're not going to want to renege on it, but don't be afraid that your decisions are going to be forever. Understand that your decisions that you make are just going to help you forever. They're not going to really they're not really going to do anything that you can't undo if things go wrong because there isn't going to be anything that goes wrong with them, promise, okay? That is what I really need to tell you guys. Because what is right next to this world kind of being turned over, something big is happening for you, Sagittarius, the second quarter of the month. Leave a comment down below about what the heck is going on this second quarter of the month because, hey, that is a big change for you. Now, this is talking about a good change, though. Hey, you're going to be able to feel a lot more lighthearted and be able to actually put your dancing shoes on and actually go through with things and actually do things that are good for you. I see this as being a time of relaxation, of peace, but a lot of fast-moving things, a lot of things going very quickly, a lot of things going very fast for you, Sagittarius. And this is a big deal because in terms of these two cards right next to each other, this is a big quarter for you. And I see you really need to be able to kind of understand that you can make these decisions. You can go through with it. You can do these things that are kind of a big deal. Because honestly, you're going to be able to go to a much better place whenever you just kind of relax and just let things kind of happen the way they may. That is what I see in terms of that. Go for it in the second quarter of the month. Sagittarius, if I have any advice for you, if there is something that comes up that could change a lot of things, do it in terms of the second quarter because it is going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of funness, a lot of things that really can go fantastic for you in terms of this month, okay? Now the next card that wants to come out here is the Relaxation card. Ooh, okay. We've got the Ten of Cups here. Now the Ten of Cups here is a big deal for you because it's talking about this fun play, this great feelings that you're going to be feeling in terms of the second quarter of the month are going to lead to relaxation now. Now that's a really funny thing because the second quarter is going to be a bit hectic. I see you as being a very hectic Sagittarius in terms of this second quarter, but the next thing here is the Ten of Cups, which is talking about relaxation. So kind of a calm after the storm, but it's not like the storm was a bad storm. It was kind of a very nice storm. It was like a storm that you really enjoy and really look forward to. It's like that kind of storm. It's like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of rain outside, but man, does it sound peaceful, and I love it. That is the kind of thing that is really going in terms of the second quarter of the month. But now the third quarter of the month is relaxation. So I really see you needing to kind of relax and take a little bit of a breather in terms of the third quarter of the month. I see the third quarter of the month as you being able to kind of relax, enjoy what has happened in the second quarter of the month, and just take some time off. You know, take some time outside of that garden and just, you know, walk outside, just feel really great about what is happening in your life because things are going well. Realize that things are going really well, Sagittarius. All you've got to do is just really relax the third quarter and really realize that they're going well so that you can better prepare to kind of surmount any type of obstacles going forward. That is what I see for you in terms of the third quarter of the month. Now this next thing is the 10 of Coins, Sagittarius. Now this is a huge deal. There is a lot of positivity going on in your month this month, all based around decision making decisions and going through with them and actually having things really change your world up, but in a good way, in a way that really makes you feel happy and makes you feel fantastic, makes you feel good, makes you feel fun, have fun, do fun things this month. But I see this as being a situation where now relaxation, I mean, you are bringing in the feelings of good and pleasure and moolah What is going on for you, Sagittarius, this month? Some of you guys need to leave comments on below about how great your month is going. And even if it's not going well, you're going to see that things are picking up really, really well in terms of the second quarter going into the fourth quarter. I mean, in terms of the third quarter, because that third quarter is a big, big surmountable thing. You have two 10s right next to each other, right below two 2s. This is a very, very, very big month for you, and there is a lot of things that are going to slide into place, that are going to feel good next to each other, that are going to feel like things that you've never felt before. You're going to feel like, wow, my gosh, things are actually working out for me. Because this means relaxation is good, because relaxation is needed. You have now opened up the treasure chest of your life, and you're able to see things that you have not seen before. I see this as being all because of these decisions that you've made. Make decisions in the first quarter of the month, Sagittarius, because in terms of the second quarter of the month, you're going to see that your world will be turned upside down, and you're going to be able to really experience the fruits of your labor very, very, very easily, because I see relaxation and fun times coming into the third quarter of the month so easily. You have got so much fun coming in. You have got so much good feelings. Look at these cards, Sagittarius. It is a good month for you, and the third quarter of the month is going to be a very, very good quarter for all of you, okay? For pretty much all of you. I mean, I'm really just seeing all of you. I mean, I can't say anything other. So Sagittarius, if you're listening to this, stay tuned for the third quarter of July, because it is going to be a kick butt quarter for you, okay? I see this as being a very, 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 very important quarter for you. Now the next card here is, my goodness gracious, the 9 of Coins. I mean, Sagittarius, you are going to feel so great. There is so much good things going on for you in terms of your life, and you're going to be able to really experience this so easily, because honest to goodness, these coins do not lie. And honestly, she is having the most fun of her life. Look at this. She has gotten it. She has realized it. She's realized the prize is right in front of her. And I see every one of this as being, make decisions. Go for it. You're going to realize your world is being turned upside down in a good way. I see this as being a time for you to have fun and realize that you can ride the waves and go with it. This might be a bit of a hectic period for you, but look at what comes afterwards. A lot of fantastic things, a lot of great, wonderful times and pleasurable moments. I see this as being a time where you can kind of sit down and recline and just go with it, because this is a time that's going to be a big, big, big deal for you. Going into the fourth quarter of the month, though, we have got this right here. We have got the 9 of Coins for you. And this is a huge deal, because in terms of the 9 of Coins, you're going to be able to experience bliss. You're going to be able to experience the fruits of your labor, finally. And in terms of a lot of you, this is a time that you're going to be able to really set out on this new world of yours, in this new situation, very, very, very easily, in a way that really suits your pleasures, suits the way you want to feel, the way you want to enjoy life, the things you want to do. You're going to be able to experience that very easily in terms of this fourth quarter. And in terms of this 9 of Coins, I see her as being you. Finally being able to kind of go out of the darkness, or for some of you that isn't even in the darkness, going outside to be able to play. But I see some of you that have been in the darkness are going to be able to walk outside and just see how beautiful the sunshine is, and see that all of your hard work is really paying off now, because she is holding up that bird very, very, very happily. And that's a big, big deal for you. You're going to be able to see that things are going out and working out in your way very, 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 very easily this month. I see a lot of happiness this month for you, Sagittarius. I mean, this is a beautiful reading, because I see your world not only being turned upside down, but in such a great way. Even the funniest thing is, as I see this as being right next to each other, you see how the world is right above this 9 of Coins, and that means so much. I mean, he has that. Let me actually show you here. You see how he has this circle, this thing's coming up above him? Well, so does she. You see that? And so for some of you, partnerships, relationships, oh, they're going to get so wonderful and blooming from this situation, from these situations that are coming up for you. And I see you being able to really embrace your partner, and about just how much they really have in terms of your life, and how wonderful your life really is in terms of both of these. I see you as really being able to experience life in such a different, dramatic way this month. I see you dramatically experiencing a huge amount of happiness. And I can't say anything else, because you really, really need to experience this. And all I'm really seeing in terms of your month, in terms of what you need to do in order to make sure all these things, is realize that you can make decisions. You can go for it. You can do things in terms of the first quarter of the month, because they are going to get you very, 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 very far, okay? Now the next thing here is, this right here is the Four of Coins. So what does this mean? At the end of the month, realize that you have the gold. You have it now. You have your life. Now keep it. Keep the situations that are going. Keep what's happening in terms of you, in terms of the end of July, because that is what's going to go forward for you. That's what's going to keep everything so beautifully, so wonderful, so great. I see this in terms of the Four of Coins, just kind of letting you realize that whenever you have experienced this world-changing event, these situations that are happening that are very, very changing, that changes things up, realize that now you've actually, now all you've got to do is just hold on to it. Hold on to the gold that is your life now, because that is a big, big deal for you. Sagittarius, make changes this month. Go with it. Do things, make decisions, and go for it, because this is the month for you. This is the month for you to get your world and change it up the way you want it and experience it the way you want. You have to go for it this month, Sagittarius. You got to go for the gold, and then once you obtain the gold, hold that gold close to you, because that is what you want in terms of your life. You want to make the changes at the start of this month. You want to experience them and make sure they fit in place the rest of the month, and then at the end of the month you want to hold on to it for all the months to come. That is what I see for you this month, Sagittarius, because that is what is going to happen for you. I see this as being a very, very huge month for pretty much every Sagittarius out there. I mean, this is a huge deal for you, Sagittarius. Go for it. I love this so much, because you guys are going to have such fun times and such great experiences this month. I want you guys to go for the gold and keep it. So at the start of the month, Sagittarius, you have got to make decisions though. You've got to go for it, and you've got to realize that no matter where you go, it's going to figure out so positively and so wonderfully for you, okay? Go for it, Sagittarius. This is the month for you to go, okay? Do it. Go, Sagittarius. Okay. Anyway, this has been an absolutely fantastic reading for you this month. I really, 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 really enjoyed it. I also do private readings, and what I do is I actually do a 60-minute Skype session reading, which is us face-to-face over Skype, and that is only $60 or $75. And what I also do is a 30-minute Skype session reading, which is only $50. And then what I can also do as well is a little YouTube video reading for you, which is kind of like this right here, but it's for your specific situation or your specific needs. And those are only $35. What you could do is get in touch with me at kristenvadik@yahoo.com or kristenvadik.com, which is my website. I really, really enjoy doing these things, and thank you so much for all of your comments and subscribes and shares and likes and all those things that you have done. I really, 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 really hope that